Good morning. This is Ramblings with Joe. I have one of those jobs that I consider to be the best of both worlds. I get to have the solitude of a truck driver, and with intermittent breaks, I get to interact with people. Well, interacting with people, turns out, is something I enjoy. For the most part. I think in general people are good. I think people can be misled. I think people can have moments of idiocy. I know I do. But once in a while, you meet that one person who you know has fooled themselves into thinking that they're a good person, and they're not. During my travels, while I was doing my job, I was dealing with a customer, and I don't know what makes people think it's okay to share their racism with you. We're both Caucasian. The person I'm speaking of and myself. It just amazed me that he was willing to take the chance that he was standing with a fellow racist. I'm not. And unfortunately for me, in my job, when I'm in my professional mindset, my professional setting, there's not a good way to deal with someone like this. I can't tell this person to F off because he's a customer. Now, I think one of the things I'm looking forward to at retirement is not having to put up with any of these shenanigans, these hateful individuals. At any rate, it was the typical racist dialogue. Not all are, but some are, and all this BS. And I put up with it for as long as I could, and then I left. And by as long as I could, I mean as soon as I was able to excuse myself, I was out of there. I'm not sure if as you get older, you start to get a better read on people, or I'm not sure how this works. But when I got to the customer's business, a successful guy, when I got to his business, I immediately, when I saw him, I immediately got this feeling. It's almost like a fight or flight. He proved that feeling was correct. There have been studies about gut instincts, that gut feeling you get, and strangely how often they're right. I've experienced that a few times since I've gotten a bit older, and it always seems to prove itself right. In this case, it definitely proved itself right. Now that I know who I'm dealing with, if I ever have to go back to this particular business, well, number one, I'll ask if there's someone else that can do it. I don't need hate in my life. I don't want hate on any level, from any person, from any race, from any gender. I don't want hate in my life. But if I have to go there, I will get in and out. I will lie. It is one of the few times in my life where I think lying's okay. I will tell that person I'm in a hurry. I gotta go. Why are hateful people so talkative? Are they looking for confirmation? Are they so miserable that they need the company? I don't get that part of it. Maybe they're just not at peace. Maybe they just can't. Maybe they can't exist in their own mind with their own thoughts. Don't hate. If you're a hateful person, talk to somebody. Find a way out of it. It's been a while since this happened. I try to put a little bit of time between things before I talk about them because, well, to be perfectly honest, number one, I don't want the person to know how I feel about them. Number two, I want time. I want time for my ability to examine the situation. I want it to stew for a while. I want to make sure that normally I want to make sure what I'm thinking is right. But obviously when I walked away from this fellow, I already knew. But I'm in the habit of taking a little time. Sometimes I take a lot of time. There's no good way to deal with this kind of situation. It's the only thing you can do is avoid it. We all dream for a better world. We all hope that there will come a time when there aren't bad people in our midst. I don't think I'll see that in my life. I think we're still maturing as a species. Maturing is a slow process. I don't know that we ever stop. If you're one of these people, keep it to yourself. It's not okay. It's not something I want to hear about. It's not something the majority agrees with you about. You're putting out hate and ugliness. Keep it to yourself. And get some help. Find some help. And a guy at a job who you're going to deal with for 5 minutes, he's not going to be able to help you. I get that feeling still now. That kind of wells up inside of you, and it makes you want to lash out. Not just about this specific situation. There are other situations that have nothing to do with race that I'm thinking about. The vileness and the palpable evil that you deal with. It's not good for us. It's not good for our health, and it's not good for our species. And it's certainly not good for the social contract that we all have to live under. I take it back. Don't keep it to yourself. Let it out. I need to know who you are. I need to know who I can invest the smallest amount of trust in, that I can let you affect who I am. And I know who you are now, so I don't have to put up with your BS. Well, this is a short one today. I am off to work to do an early day to a job I generally like. People are generally good. If you give most people a chance, they will prove to you that they are generally good people. It's that odd one out. Man, it can sure screw up your day if you let it. Let's not let it. Let's not let these individuals screw up our days. It's my intention to not let them screw up my day. Well, I'm going to go finish my cup of coffee, and then I'm going to head off to work. Early day. I hope that you all have a wonderful, hate-free day. It's Wednesday. The week is half over. I hope you've had a good half a week. I have. I've had a very good half a week. And I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. And I hope you find peace, love, and dream. Until next time, Lahi Traut. Got to take my... Nobody cares about that, Joe. I was going to say I got to take my magnesium, but nobody cares about that.